Trying again. Don't know if you can hear it, but the tree trimmer's down that way. It's still, the vibrations are not as intense when it was directly across the street. My body is actually processing a heart attack. Now, y'all have some erroneous information. You're looking at it the wrong way when you think of heart attacks as plaque in the arteries. I mean, that might be there. Not disputing that. But just because we found that doesn't mean that that's what did it. It doesn't make any sense. The plaque had been there for a long time. The plaque didn't just show up. Boom. I'd snap my fingers, but they're holding the laptop here in this position on my steering wheel. Something of an intensely, do I want a word to use stressful? Do I want to use the word attack? Something creates a nervous system, bolt of lightning. I like bolt of lightning. That, see Zanzi licking to calm herself down. Somatic experiencing, and this is what I'm doing with my big brain, is trying to get this all on video. There's the sound of the FedEx truck. Did you hear that? It's now, there's just nothing I can do until I would be able to get some sensory deprivation, which this is my fucking life for 9 months. Sensory deprivation would help my body process the cytokine storm. Yeah, I know y'all's lingo. But the biochemistry isn't causal. The biochemistry is the effect of the causalness that our bodies are sensory organisms whose state is very much dependent upon the constant sensory inputs we're receiving from our environment. Who we are as humans is far more dependent on our environment than any current science is paying any attention to. It's practically ignoring. Practically ignoring the epigenetic hegemony, especially in a world that is so toxic and so polluted. We act like individuals can just change their mind and do things differently. And Robert Sapolsky, Stanford, hey, holler! Trying to find a place, a research institution, to seed my research institution, the hashtag Wellbeing Philosophy Institute, because I am the creator of the next academic field of inquiry that will help neuroscience. I think everyone's a neuroscience geek these days. Wait till you hear what my intellectual property is about. To drop some philosophy on how we think about being human. So you see, philosophizing, going up into being a theoretician, this purpose and this sort of higher brainwave state is healing to me. And I've failed. I have been left to be homeless for 9 months, pitching my heart and soul out, living in the parking lots of my alma mater, Carnegie Mellon, where they left me to die. I had one substantive conversation out of 50 outreaches to professors and professionals all over the campus, from the office of the president, provost, everyone. I'm not crazy, because let me tell you something. The outgoing dean of the College of Fine Arts responded to my work. He sees the potential. He referred me to people who then ignored me. The outgoing VP of research also responded to me. I don't work there anymore, but let me refer you to the director of the Schwartz Center for Entrepreneurship. He didn't call me back. the state of what plantation capitalism has done to the brain power, the attention span of professionals in the US of hypocrisy has resulted in this country very nearly extincting the human who can unite all 7.9 billion of us across every nook and cranny of Earth into one species with a more precise definition of humanness that is fully intricative of body, mind, and soul, and utterly inclusive. Everyone. We're not leaving anyone behind anymore. And we need our science to do that. Physicists got the observer effect. They're seeing it as a problem just as we see the placebo effect as a problem for pharma. But what the placebo effect, it isn't that minds, believe they're going to get better because they're taking a sugar pill that they think is a real pill. That's a way to describe it, but it's not the entirely right way to describe it. Entirely right way to describe it is bodies get better no matter what the fuck Western medicine does. That's what we're supposed to be studying. And that is part of the philosophical hypothesis of bioelectricity. Soon as I get a patron, soon as somebody gives me a place to live and invest in my future, and it is an investment. I like to not play the numbers game. I'm not giving you 51% of my IP. Nobody's getting that because it belongs to humanity. Right? There are hundreds, if not 10,000 comments. Go find one where I am talking about me. What I need. I need to stay alive. Find me asking for bling. Find me asking for... I need the money to invest in other professionals and give other people annual salaries, people who aren't successful in this world. Oh, the sun blinded me. All right. So the lesson about this is even as the external stimulus continued, the way I stopped this trauma, this physiological state of a heart attack, of just absolutely tachycardia was going on. Whether you could tell or not, I was in tachycardia. No, I'm not, obviously. And that's because I've learned to endogenously entrain my brainwaves, and my brainwaves then calm my heart. Heart attacks are caused by external stimuli that generates a fight, flight, or freeze response that yanks us into sympathetic nervous state. And given that there's so much going on in our environment, our bodies can't figure out how to dial back down into parasympathetic mode very well. There's studies on this. This is what an actual heart attack is. It's a nervous system situation. And y'all want to know what's in my brain. And y'all want to fund me giving you a better definition of chronic conditions, disease, and mental illness. Everything is the environment. It's all epigenetic causally. And it's bioelectrically mediated throughout our body, brain, and biofield. Anyhow.